Here we go again. We approach box 6 of case 1. We're going to see if we can get some nice treasure out of this one. I certainly do hope so. I have as much hope as I can possibly have for this box, considering the amount of expeditions that were in its other 5 from that first case. Pack 1. Let's do this. Lumbering Falls, starting off with a manland. Blue-green, 4 mana, turn it into a 3/3 hexproof. We have Ugin's Insight, 5 mana, scry X, draw 3. X equals the highest converted mana cost among permanents you control. In a blue deck, that might just mean 2 or 3, surprising enough. Might mean 0. Depending on the right blue deck, you might not have any permanents. Go back a couple formats in Standard, and your highest permanent was probably an Aetherling or a Walker. Munda, Ambush Leader, 4 mana haste, ally, 3/4, with a rally. Looking for more allies. She's going to dig for you. I'm just going to put him right back on top. We have Smoldering Marsh, Swamp Mountain, Dual Land, Tango Land. Ugh, I love playing red-black. I really do. Blister Pod. Go to the back. Another Dragon Master Outcast. 1 mana, 1/1. Late game, make 5/5 red dragons with flying if you have 6 or more lands. Every upkeep. Keep them alive in the late game, and you are going to start winning. Ideally, of course. Your opponent's got Eldrazi's on the ground. They're probably going to beat you to the punch. Gruesome Slaughter. I've drafted this card already. I never actually ran it. I feel like this is one of those cards where you need to either be tied with your opponent at the time when you play it to get value out of it, or you're playing it when you're already winning, and you're just winning harder. Because if you're behind and you have this, it's not really going to do much for you most of the time, in my opinion. Until end of turn, colorless creatures you control gain tap this creature, deal damage equal to its power to target creature. Now, if that said hit a player, that's like giving all your creatures unblockable for a turn. Ooh, Foil Ruinous Path. It is a Hero's Downfall for 3 mana, but sorcery speed. For 7 mana, you awaken 4 with it, though. I'm a fan. The rare is Prism Array. The best card out of the Zendikar box. Oh yeah, no. Not even close. I'll take a Sludge Crawler over that card every time. We have Defiant Bloodlord, 7 mana, flying 4/5 vampire. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much. Gonna keep rolling the dice here and seeing what we get, everybody. We have Shambling Vent, our black-white manland, 3 mana, 2/3 with lifelink. Not the worst card to go with Defiant Bloodlord, considering that the black-white deck is the deck trying to drain people, or at least doing it most efficiently. Quarantine Field, white, and double X. Enters the battlefield with X isolation counters on it, and for each isolation counter on it, exile 1 target non-land permanent your opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. I can think of a 2/2 bear that can get rid of that card so fast. Desolation Twin, 10 mana, 10/10, and when you cast it, get a 10/10 regardless. That's okay. You can counter my 10/10. You can even awaken the cancel. But I'm still getting a 10/10. Get there. Oh, I see a Painful Truth. Painful Truce. 3 mana, sorcery converge. Draw X and lose X. Undergrowth Champion. Still a fan of this card. 3 mana 2/2, landfall, give him a +1/+1 counter. If he would be dealt damage, prevent it and remove a +1/+1 counter from him. Deal 100 damage to it. Oh no! Prevent, lose a +1/+1 counter. Then again, I'd also like to see somebody do 100 damage to it in one shot. Aligned Hedron Network. 4 mana, exile all creatures with power 5 or greater till this leaves the battlefield. Green Warden of Marasa. 6 mana, 5/4 mythic. Enters the battlefield, return target card from your graveyard to your hand, and when it dies, you can exile it to do the exact same thing when it enters the field. With a foil, Gideon's Reproach behind it. 2 mana instant, 4 damage to an attacker or blocker. Oh, we have Feldir Sovereign. 6 mana, 4/6, Vigilance, Lifelink at the beginning of your upkeep. If you have 40 or more life, win the game. Ta-da! And behind it, we have a foil Pathway Arrows. Have not actually ran this card in Limited yet. Cannot bring myself to even draft it, honestly. We have Ghoul, Draz, Overseer. 6 mana, 3/4 Flying Vampire. Landfall, make all your creatures stronger for a turn. Hey, Gideon. Bring to Light. 5 mana, Converge. Search your library for any non-land. Sorry, not any non-land. Search your library for any non-land, non-planeswalker. Non-artifact either. Put onto the battlefield. People were playing that in Standard for all of a week. Getting Dragon Lord Ouija board, Dragon Lord Ojutai, putting him on the field, getting a Murderous Cut when you need a kill spell, getting any 5 or less drop because they were playing 5 colors. In this current Standard format, with all the lands, you can play any combination you want. Planar Outburst. 5 mana, destroy all non-land creatures. 8 mana, awaken 4, destroy all non-land creatures. Serpentine Spike. 7 mana, do damage to 3 creatures. Can't cast this without 3 legal targets. If it at least said players, you could at least hit yourself or 2, and all you would need would be 1 creature on the field to cast it. But 7 mana? Again, cannot bring myself to ever run that card. And we go to the back, we have Nissa's Renewal. 6 mana, search your library for 3 basics, and put them onto the field. Tapped, gain 7 life. Behind it, we have a nice foil forest. Mist Intruder. Loving that card when I actually play blue. Fathom Feeder, 2-drop, 1/1, Devoid, Ingest, Death Touch. Pay 5, draw a card, and each opponent mills 1. Call the Scions. Foil Cliffside Lookout, 1 mana, 1/1. Pay 5, give all your dudes +1/+1 for a turn.
Any expeditions so far?
No expeditions so far, Jack. We have Prairie Stream, our Plains Island, Tango Land.
I got excited because I saw that forest.
Yeah, you know, when I opened that pack and I kind of saw the foil behind it, I also got kind of excited. And then I cried on the inside when I thought it was just a forest. Yeah. We have Brood Butcher. 5 mana, 3/3 Devoid. When he enters the battlefield, get a 1/1 Scion. I still got hope, man.
Yeah, I mean, you still got at least a third of the box left.
Skitterskin. 4 mana, 4/3 Devoid. Can't block, but can regen if you have another colorless creature. And a Sanctum of Ugin. Taps for a colorless. If you cast a 7 or higher drop, you can sacrifice it to look for a colorless creature. Yeah, I told you, when I opened that first box and there was foil Kiora there, it kind of killed my hopes about getting an expedition.
Yeah.
Here we are, box 6. We're hoping. Another Prairie Stream, our Plains Island, Dual Land, Tangle Land. Everyone loves blue-white. It's the best way to make friends in Magic.
Yeah, it is. That or blue-black, either way.
Blue-black, yeah. Playing blue. Let's all make lots of friends playing Magic. All you gotta do is play blue.
True.
You hear that, everyone? Play blue. You will be like the most well-respected person at your Magic place. And we have Veteran War Leader, our 3 mana star ally. Stars are equal to the number of creatures you control. Tap an ally that's not him and gain a bonus. Looks like we got 9 left. The bottom 4th. Guardian of Tazim. 5 mana, 4/5 flyer. It's a good card. Landfall, frost something. If it's an island, frost 2 things. They do not get to untap during the next untap step. We have Oracle. I said Oracle. Orin Reef Hydra. 6 mana, 5/5 trample. Landfall, get +1/+1 counters. Play this as renewal and make your opponent cry. On the outside, not just the inside. We have Endless One, the X mana XX. Enters the battlefield for a +1/+1 for the amount that X is. Playable in every limited deck because you're gonna be hurting them. You play it early, you play it late, you're gonna get some value out of that. Our final 6. A bear that can become a 7/7 trample. Why not? Blight Herder. 5 mana, 4/5. It's a processor. If you can get 2 cards from their exile to their graveyard, get 3 Scions. Ooh, and a foil MVP, Sludge Crawler. Gotta be my favorite common. I don't know about my favorite card in the Zendikar block. Card is the MVP. Going back to Theros, I called the 1-drop 1/1 with 3 mana to regen the MVP. Oh my god, it really was, though.
Yeah, it was really good.
I remember playing against somebody who just had two scythes and 2 of the monstrous 12/12s. And I just won because I had blocks for days. He had no trample.
Yeah.
I won because he drew his deck out before I did, even though he had 200 life. Barrage Tyrant. Sack a colorless creature. Deal damage to a creature or player. Goes so well with Sludge Crawler. Stupid well.
Yeah.
I will draft those every chance I get. Clutch of Currents. Our clutch card bounces things. Exert Influence. 5 mana, converge, take a creature whose mana cost is equal to or less than the number of colors you spent to cast it. Look at the bright side. You played blue, meaning you can at least take a 1-drop. And I know I said mana cost, it's actually power. I was not paying enough attention to that card. Earthen Arm, so good with Undergrowth Champion. Kiora, Master of the Depths. I still like how this card looks.
It does look
No matter
good.
how many times I open it. Sure, it's not an Expedition, but I do like how this card looks.
I wonder if she's going down in value.
Yeah, I think last I checked, she was like $10.
Ooh,
Ooh. Ooh, indeed.
really awkward.
Yeah, I think her foil is like 40 or something.
Probably.
I do believe I still have my foil of her, unless I gave it to IRL, which that could be a thing. Oh, we have Ruinous Path. Our sorcery speed, Hero's Downfall.
That hurts.
Yeah, I know it. All right, we're going into our last pack, the final pack of Case 1. I think I'm going to cry.
It's okay, Barber. You still got another case.
I know, right? We'll go into Case 2 soon enough. And we have From Beyond. Sadly enough, there is no foil behind it.
Ah. Damn it, Bobby.
All right, everyone. That concludes Case 1. Thanks for sticking around. We're going to start opening up Case 2 soon enough. If you need any cards, let me know. I'm on Puka Trade. I can ship you out just about anything you need. Until we get to Case 2, peace, everybody. All right, so Ruinous Path is a thing. That's at least a mythic. We got Smoldering Marsh, Manland, Dual Land, Foil Forest. Ooh,
Probably
mythics are mythics.
like
Ruinous
$40
Path.
or something.
Yeah, you know, those dual lands at least will have some value. Kiora, MVP.
I was talking about the
Dual
full
land.
forest. It's actually probably still worth it.
Quarantine, Manland. Oh, and another mythic just chilling over there. Yeah, still crying a little bit without getting that expedition at all. But hey, you win some, you lose some.